Hey guys, welcome back to yet another video where we were practicing Leetcode top interview 150 questions. So in the last video we did remove duplicates from sorted array. Now we will try the medium one, remove duplicates from sorted array too. So let's get into it. So the problem statement is given an integer array now sorted in order, remove some duplicates in place such that each unique element appears at most twice. The relative order of the element should be kept the same. Impossible to change the length of the okay. So this is similar to the previous one, but here it says that each element can appear at most twice. So in the earlier one, each element can appear only once. So here it can appear twice. So I can think of, like, since we have to track how many times a element has appear, we can think of a hash map kind of thing to keep track. Obviously we can optimize it, but let's just try with hash map for the brute force. If you are confusing, like, I can show you how it goes if you have missed the previous question. So we will have a map, okay, and we will have one array. Let's take this as example. All right, so this is a two pointer question, so we will have two pointers, I and okay, I and j. So we will check I. Is I present in the map? No. Add it to the map. Count as 1. J becomes here. I comes here. Is I present in the map? Yes. Is it 2 or greater than 2? No. So we will mark it as 2. We will move I, j. 1 present? No. So we will mark it as 1. Again this, we will mark it as 2. So j will be here. After this, j will be here and I will be here. Is I present in the map? Yes. Is count 2? Yes. So therefore we will just continue with I. We will move the counter I, pointer I, and keep j in this index. I, is it present? Yes. Is the count 2? Yes. So we will again move I. Is I present in the map? No. So add it and we will replace it with the index j. So it becomes 2 and j comes now here. 3, is it present? No. Add it, replace it with j. This will becomes 3, j will be here. Okay. Is 3 present in the map? Yes. Is it 2? No. Increase the count, replace it with j. Okay, so no more element left. So the final array will be 0 0 1 1 2 3 3 and we just have to return the index of j. Here it says that return, it doesn't matter what you leave beyond first k elements. So after this index, whatever is there, it doesn't matter. We just have to return the index j till where we have removed the duplicates. So let's just start the coding. We will have a map. It will have integer map. Okay, we will have two pointer and a loop. And I equals to 0, I less than nums dot length I plus plus. We'll have a equals to nums I, b equals to nums j, and we'll check is the element a present in the map or not. If it doesn't present, so we'll add a not operator. If it doesn't contains, then just put it a count as 1 and we have to replace the jth element with this ith element. Got it? Since it doesn't contain, so we will just, like in this case it will be 0 replaced by 0 and we'll move. But in this case, as you see, the j index was here, the I index was here. If it doesn't contain in the map, we'll add it to the map and replace the jth element, then j plus plus. Else if it doesn't contain, that means it contains, and we have to check, is it less than 2? If it is less than 2, then we have to mark the count as 2. We have to again replace the jth element, nums I, then j plus plus. If it contains and it is 2 or greater than 2, we don't have to increase the j counter, we just have to move it with I. So we don't have to increase the j counter, and at the end we just have to return j. Let's see if it runs. Okay, it's accepting. Let's just try to submit it. Okay, it got submitted. So this is the brute force approach. Now what we can do is to optimize this, since it already says that it is already sorted in non-decreasing order. So if you see, let's just take an example. So let's just put it here. Okay, now if you use a pointer, like if you maintain a count, like we don't have to maintain any like map or something, we just have to maintain, let's say, a count of j. All right, okay, j, and we have another pointer I. All right, nums of I, we just initiate like we increase the count of I. We comes here, it is equal to like the previous one, it is I, so we increase the count as 2. Then we comes here, is it equal to, like on, since at most two can be like 2 elements can be at most, so we have to check the element like this minus 2, because if it is 1 and 1, let's say it was 1, then this cannot be 1. So we have to check that whether this element and this element is equal or not. If it is not equal, then we just have to like make the count of j as again 1, then move it. If it is not equal, then move the count to 2, then I comes here. If it is equal, then what we have to do, then we have to replace it. Then we can replace it, right? Yeah, we can replace it. So in this case we can replace 1 with 1, so it remains the same. In this case it also like same, so we replace 1. Okay, we don't have to do any any change in the j counter. Now here 1, so 1 and 2 is not equal, so we'll make the counter as 1. We'll replace 2 with this element and we move here. Is it equal? No, so we'll replace here, make the counter 1 and comes to here. Is this equal? No, so we will move it here and like check, like here it's over, so the final element will be 0 0 1 1 2 3 3, and I think we just have to replace, we just have to return which one, I minus j, right? What will be the, okay, so how we will maintain another pointer? Okay, we have to maintain another pointer, I guess. So yes, we have to maintain j, like we have to maintain another element as well, like another pointer k, to keep track which index we like which index was the last updated one. Okay, so this can be named as count. All right, let's do this. So the optimized one will be without using a hash map. Let's just do, okay, so first int count will be 0. Then let's start with int, let's check the, okay, nums length can be, will be always be minimum of 1, so we can initialize it with 1, I equals to 1 and j equals to 1. And for int, no, j equals to 1, that's just a minute. Okay, int j equals to 1, and for int I equals to 1, I less than nums dot length I plus plus. All right, now if, what we have to say, if this one, nums of I is not equal to, okay, so what will be the case in not equal to? Okay, we have to check if nums of I not equals to nums of I minus 1. If this is not equal, all right, if this is not equal, then like if this is not equal, then we count equals to 1. If it is equal, then count will be plus plus, and if count is less than equals to 2, like if it is equal, then it becomes count plus plus. If it is equals to 2, then you just have to replace the j index with the ith index. All right, then j plus plus, and at the end we just have to return j. So let's check this optimized solution. Yeah, it got accepted. Now let's just check. Okay, so it's it was much faster than the previous solution. It runs in the, like it runs in 0 millisecond. So thank you for staying around. See you in the next video.